Alright, in this video I'm going to show you how I use my Notion setup to absolutely ramp up my productivity and make my life super organized as well as a teeny tiny teenager. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so first of all, let me explain what Notion actually is for the people who don't know what this exactly is. This is like a hybrid between note-taking app, a database app, and all other form of applications that you can think that can store data. So inside of this you have a workspace, and inside of workspace you can create pages. So what these pages can do is that inside of these pages you can store even more pages. For example, I would just create one for you. You can click this plus thing to create a page, and you can give a name for it. For now, let's give science exam preparations. Yeah, and you can give an icon for it. It looks great. Sign. Okay, that is. So you can also give a cover for it. Okay, that's enough. So if you want, you can actually choose from Unsplash Science. So you can give fancy cover pages as well. So for now, let's choose this picture. This looks really good. Okay, now inside of this, if you click on this plus thing, you can create text blocks, you can create pages, sub pages inside of pages. Then you can have to-do lists, headings, heading 2, heading 3, bulleted list, numbered list, toggle list, code. You can do all sort of stuff. So for example, if you create a to-do list, that's how it's gonna look. And another thing that you can do is that you can create headings, and what you can also do is that you can create pages inside of pages. So you can select all of these and convert them into pages, as you can see. Okay, so now all of these are pages, and if you go inside one of these pages, you can give an icon for that as well, and you can give a cover for it, and you can store data inside. And if you want, you can choose templates. So all of this might sound a little bit complex, so I would show my own Notion setup. So let's move to that. For now, let's just delete this thing. Okay, so these are my pages. These are essentially all of my Notion main pages, and inside of these pages I have so many pages inside as well. So my first page is Daily Nest. Inside of Daily Nest I have my identities, and these are those. If we go through this, I'm a very grateful person, I'm the happiest person in the entire world, I think my life is just too beautiful, I'm a very sweet person, I'm a person who's obsessed with self-improvement and productivity. So these are essentially my identities. So what I do with these is that I read them every single day. So the idea behind reading this very regularly is that the more we affirm our own identities, the more likely is it for us to make actions and do habits that goes in align with our identities. So that is the reason why I kind of repeat my identities every single day as part of my morning routine. So if you go down a little bit more, you would see the day. These are check-ins. So what I mean by check-ins is that these are the websites and pages inside of Notion and also other websites that I visit every single day as part of my morning routine and as part of not my morning routine. So we have morning affirmations. This is a video that I watch every single morning. It's an affirmation type video. It's by Sandeep Maheshwari, and we have a link to another page of mine in Notion, which is inside of this. So MyLifeMatrix, it's inside of the Constitution. So it's a link. So I will show it right there, not now. So we have calendar. This is a link to calendar, Google Calendar. Then we have Habitica, which is my habit tracker, and today's 3 things. This is when I decide what are gonna be the 3 most important things that I'm gonna do today. That's today's 3 things. So I go in order. First, in my morning routine, I go through this order: morning affirmations, then I read my life matrix, I go to calendar, Habitica. So that's, if you have seen my morning routine video, you already know that. And inside of Daily Nest I have 2 more sub pages. Those are these. So first one is actually the Beast Mode. So the Beast Mode is essentially my exercise tracking Notion setup. So if I go inside of it, I have a calendar database. So this is in a calendar view. This is actually a database. So I have put it in the calendar view. So if you go through this, how I use this is that I click on this plus icon on the calendar database and something like this would arrive. So currently I'm not using this setup to track my workouts because it's Ramadan, and I will only use this after Ramadan is over. So you have date, which is today, which automatically does that on its own. So we have Monday workout template, Tuesday workout template. All of these are the templates that I've already created. So for example, today is Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, and I would just click on it and everything would automatically happen. And today is Wednesday. What program am I using, and what's the name of the workout? Low impact activity. So there's not going to be any program when it's low impact activity. Then I'll choose what workout am I doing today, and I'll also have a class tag, and I'll choose the difficulty once I finish the workout. So it will show something like this. I would give today here. So this is just a demo of how I use the beast mode, my exercise tracking Notion setup. So for now, let's just delete that. If I were to do this so many days consecutively, that would look really nice. That is one use of having calendar database based workout tracking Notion setup. Now let's go to the next thing inside of Daily Nest, next sub page inside of Daily Nest. That is this brain dump. So I've only started using this very recently. So this is essentially there to dump everything that's inside of my brain. So I'm not doing this daily, I'm trying to do this. So it's just a habit that I'm building right now. So if you go to last Friday, I write everything what's inside my mind right now. So this is something that I did yesterday. So as you can see, this is just a brain dump type of, I just write whatever that's coming inside my mind. So it's usually just tasks that I want to do. If you look at this, I want to move plants. So I just brain dump just to get that relief. Okay, so that was all inside of Daily Nest. Now if I go to, okay, now let's close this thing. Now let's go to Shameem Kaypee. Now Shameem Kaypee is essentially my content creation setup. So if you look at here, this cover page is really nice. I really like this. And this SK is my, my logo. Yeah, S is Shameem and K is Kaypee, and anyone could tell that. Okay, now we have live topic vlog. Live topic vlog is this YouTube channel and the content creation setup for this YouTube channel. So if I click on it, let's wait, it's just loading. Okay, so this is how it works. So the video that you're watching right now is this video, my insanely productive Notion setup as a 16, I guess, not 15, 16-year-old teenager. So that's what you're watching right now. So every single video that I create goes through this is a Kanban board. You can kind of pause it. So if this video was here, this video actually started out as an idea. So once I'm okay with that idea, I put it to ready to refine, where I make the necessary changes. Then it goes to ready to film status, then it goes to A roll, then it goes to B roll, and it goes through editing, and finally it gets uploaded. So that's how my video uploading setup goes like. So where was this? Okay, it's in the A roll. I'm shooting the A roll right now. That's what you're watching. So if I open this, you can see all the things related to this video. There is the hook, the intro, the outline, and the upload setup. Okay, so that's all inside of live topic vlog. So here you can see publish date. These are properties. So yeah, now let's go to the next thing, live topic blog. This is my blogging setup actually. So this is essentially the same thing. It goes through title idea, then it goes to idea process, then it goes to ready for scripting, then it goes to script in progress, then it gets vlogged. Same thing. So the next thing that I have is actually the documentarian. This is essentially my documentarian setup, I would say. So on share week 1, I uploaded this video, my productive Ramadan morning routine. For that I got 100 seller points. So this is like a game that I've set up on my own. I get 100 points whenever I upload a video. So that is like something. So here I have some of the things like, I don't fantasize about the end goal, rather I enjoy the process. The first 104 videos are just for trial, so don't focus on quality, just get them out. Then you have the guide, the goal, mindful advantages, type of videos that I enjoy making. So this is just a setup like that, just to motivate me to upload videos regularly every single week. So this is a setup for that. Now if you go back, you can see frequently used links. So all of these are like linked databases. The books that I'm reading, I have an affiliate link. So I use this affiliate links very often. Even if you check this videos, oh, I don't think so in this video I would put any affiliate link, but if you go to descriptions of my last 2 videos, you would see affiliate links. So these are the links to the blogs that I've already completed, already published. So that is that. So frequently used links, that is also inside my Shameem Kaypee setup, my content creation setup. Then we have book ideas, which I don't know why is this inside of it. I haven't taken seriously about writing a book, but I still have a page like that. Then we have other notes where I write down some of my ideas and those kind of stuff. So here you have, these are some of the ideas what's on my phone video, LifeMatrix, ideas for videos at school, yeah, extreme video ideas. So these are some of the ideas that I have. Yeah, so that's all about the Shameem Kaypee content creation setup. Now let's go to Content OS. So Content OS is actually content operating system. So here we have 2 pages. If you look at this, book reviews and CC orange notes, book reviews and CC orange notes. So inside of book reviews, I have this. I have my wish list, the reading list, the books that I've completed reading, and the books that I've reviewed. So every book goes through. I don't actually use this wish list thing. I just take books from my own mind, and yeah. So this is the book that I'm currently reading, How to Win Friends and Influence People. It's by Dale Carnegie. Once I finish reading that book, I'll put it in done. And once I review it and post a book review of that on my website, my personal website, which is shameemkaypee.com. If you haven't checked out it yet, you should check it out. Okay, so that's it. This cover page looks really nice. That's what I think. I really like this thing. So let's put this back to reading. Okay, so you have little tiny icons. So all of this make Notion really a delight to use. That would be the word I would like to use, a delight to use. So you can see all of this kind of looks really nice, which motivates me to read more books and review them and those kind of stuff. If you go inside of one of the book that I've reviewed, what should I pick up? Okay, this. So you can see, yeah, so that's how I review books. You have the book in 3 sentences, most relatable and important. So that's how I review books. This is my book reviewing setup, or my book reading setup as well. So we have CC orange notes. This is CC orange notes. This was something that I thought of doing, but then I stopped for some reason. This is like taking notes of all the podcasts and videos that I find very resonatable or that I find really amazing. So you can see this is one of the notes that I took from this video, Psychology of Happiness podcast #4 by Sandeep Maheshwari. So yeah, Psychology of Happiness, and it is, I have a tag thing here, YouTube happiness, relationship, gratitude, and I also have URL thing. So yeah, so these are the notes that I took. I only did it once, then I stopped for some reason. I think I should restart this. So that's all inside of Content OS, book reviews and orange notes. Now if you go to Learn OS, this is something that I created fairly recently. So we have Learn OS. I think it should be Learning OS, Learning Operating System. Okay, then we have Programming. I'm learning programming currently. So inside of programming, I have Python. So where you have start from where you left off. This is a video, a free video that I'm watching right now. Commands learned, definitions of few things. So that's how I use Learning OS. This is something fairly new. That's why there isn't a lot of things inside of it. Now if you go to SlashCon, SlashCon is my income / business / startup / setup. This is where I dump off all my ideas. We have MainCon, but unfortunately I cannot open any of these because these are ideas, right? Business ideas and startup ideas, website ideas. So I cannot show them openly and publicly in YouTube. So inside of MainCon, I have ideas about primary income sources, and inside of startup slash business I have ideas. So all of these are like databases, but I cannot show them. Inside of website apps, I have my website and apps ideas, business okay, I can show this one, of course, business strategies and lessons that I learned. So if I go inside of general, I've learned a lot of things, practical approaches, points, important references. So that's how it works. And all the other, these are purely ideas, therefore I cannot show it in this video on YouTube. So that's SlashCon, my money making Notion setup, the place where I dump my ideas and think about my ideas and work on my ideas. So we have the Constitution. So this is something really special. The white pillars, Constitution overrides. Oh, that's some fancy stuff. So here we have MyLifeMatrix. So this is something that I showed inside my daily nest. I read this every single day. So inside of this, what I have is that some of the rules that I follow in my day-to-day life. Whenever I find some problems in my life, I try to think about what made that problem and how can I fix it. So when I think about it, I get a solution and I make it a rule inside my life matrix. So if you check my life matrix, you can see a lot of rules here. These are the rules I follow in my day-to-day life. Never use phone in bed, immense clarity of the Raven. The clarific rule of Raven states that I only use YouTube, Instagram apps on a black Raven chair. So these are like really complex rules. I cannot explain them in this video. So these are some of the easy rules. You can see the rule of eat the frog first. It's a fancy name, I know. That you should do the most important tasks in the beginning of the day. Then we have rule of alpha. So I've created so many rules. Okay, this is fam time ethics, and if you see it, don't use phone while in fam time. So that is a rule. Then we have content consumption rules. I have so many rules. I think I should make a separate video of this thing itself. So that's what I think. So let's go back. Now we have love you wifey. This is something related to me and my future wifey. Therefore, it's private. Of course, it's personal, so I cannot show it in this video as well. Then we have extra for life. So what I have here is that the extra pages are not so important things, but I still have to store it inside of Notion. Such pages are stored inside this main page, extra for life. So here I have relationships. Inside of that I have thank you letters. So this is where I store my thank you letters that I sent to my friends and I've only written one thank you letter so far. It is to my friend Ajnas. So this is that thank you letter. So that's where I store my thank you letter. Then we have happiness and mental health. So this one also I cannot show. Okay. So then we have fitness and physical health. This is a page where I track my current health status. I mean current diseases or the health problems that I have right now. Currently I don't have any problems, but when I have, I write down them here. So for example, I had knee clicks and I had to go through a medical treatment. Yes, it was to have 2 tablets before and after breakfast, and it got resolved. Then I had a painful dot in mouth. I did self-treatment. The action was rinsing with salt water every day twice. That also got solved. So whenever I have some kind of problem, I write down here and what treatment I'm going to do. I would write down there inside of this property, and once it gets resolved, I give a tick here. So that's how my health now Notion setup works. So that's all. These 3 pages are inside of extra for life. Now we have school. Now if you didn't know, I'm a high school student, of course. So we have online class timetable. And we have school subjects. So this is a database. This is a gallery database. So you can see a link here, drive.google.com. If I click on it, it takes me to my Google Drive where I have stored the textbook in PDF format. As you can see, so it's really easy for me, very less friction to do thing. I just have to click on this and it takes me to my textbook. So as you can see, this is how it works. I have my textbook linked inside of my Notion school setup. Now if I click on a subject like mathematics, inside of that I have so many properties, created, type as theory, and I have teachers property where I have selected Shameem sir because he is my, my mathematics teacher, and I have textbook link. Then I have session 1 and session 2. So what this is that if you go to this thing, online class timetables, these are relations. This property is actually a relation. So what this does is that you have session 1 on Monday from 9:30 to 10:30, it's Hindi, and this is a relation. If I click on Hindi and go to this, that will open the subject page from this database. So what Notion can do is that Notion can connect two databases and link together. So for example, on Tuesday, second session, it's mathematics. So Notion already knows that, and it will show inside of the mathematics page itself. So we are on session on Friday I have it as session 1, and on Tuesday I have it as session 2. So I didn't actually physically type this out. Notion already knows it because I have created a relation over here. So Notion would do it automatically. Now let us go back to here once again. So inside of that I will have, inside of all these subjects I have this chapters databases, and inside of chapter databases I have the chapters, of course, and also the link to that particular chapter in the textbook. So we have chapter number, the date, and I take notes here. So that's essentially my school system. It's still not complete. I have to do a lot of work inside of this, and I'll make a separate video on my high school Notion setup later. And if you go to question papers, this is a place where I've intended to collect all the question papers, previous year question papers, and I'll store all of them here, and that will also work as a relation inside of here. That would appear here once I collect all of my question papers. So that was essentially my school setup, but your battery is running low. Then we have archive, and inside of archive I store all the Notion pages that I don't use anymore, or I felt like it's too complex, or it isn't working out anymore, or the things that I want to build in the future. So this was a video, typing speed progress. Then I felt like this is too hard to make, then I quit it. And this 22 days apps training was also something that I wanted to do, then halfway I quit it because it was really hard. Then yeah, so this is a Eisenhower matrix. This is like a get things done system, but then I felt like this doesn't work in my life. So yeah, habit tracker, I have a habit tracker, then I just felt like this don't work. Google Tasks is better for me, so then I switched to Google Tasks again. So you have Dreamline calculator, again something that I made, then I felt like this doesn't work for me. Then you have relatives master table. These are things I would like to do in the future. So that was it, my entire Notion setup. So I covered it very quickly. And we also have this favorites tab. So inside of favorites tab, I favorite the videos that I'm currently working on, or the blogs that I'm currently working on. So currently I'm doing this video, you're watching this video, so that's in favorites. So that was it guys, my Notion setup. So if you like this video, consider subscribing. If you like my organization techniques, I'm pretty sure that you would also like my morning routine video, which is over here. So do consider checking it out, and thank you. Have a nice day.